What is up, guys? This is Arkansas Mud Kings, and we just got in the new wheel adapters so we can finally throw these tires on. We have, you know, the BKTS, but they are on that Honda rim, which just isn't going to work, of course. And I can't wait to throw these things on. Still waiting on floorboards from Ridge Runner, but they are being made currently. We'll just run it with no floorboards for right now, just to get this thing up and going. Let's go grab that package. Which one is it gonna be? New battery box. I think that's gonna be my Milwaukee from the family. My wheel adapters right there. That's what we wanted to see. Alright, let's talk about what's up in here. Alright. Comes in two separate little things right here. And there it is. Look how beautiful that metal is. 4x137 down to a 4x110. Man, this looks high quality. I can't wait to try these things out. Alright, so that was the wrong package. Here's what they actually look like. A lot better, actually. You can see the offset now. So they shipped the wrong thing, but we got it figured out, got it taken care of. Here we go. Go ahead and start throwing these things on there. Alright, so we actually got a snow day. I'm gonna have to grab the tripod out of the truck here. Yeah, we actually got snow up here in northern Arkansas. Start throwing this thing together. It's below freezing right now. I think it's like 25, so I'm probably gonna keep the garage door up, but figured y'all should see the snow. Alright, so to start off, we're gonna take one of these, just slide it right over. And I'm going to take 17 mil, take these bolts off of here. Alright, and then just throw them on. Now that I have this at least loosely on there, I need to tighten it up. So, not going to do anything crazy, but just get it even. I don't want to over tighten those and strip the bolts out, but I want this thing to be good on there. So I'm now going to have to actually jack this thing up to get the bigger tire on. When I pulled it off of here, I was on a 29.5. So we're now going to be using the tiny little jack I have just from my truck, getting this thing up in the air more. Not sketchy at all. Let's see, I think that is good on height. I was worried that we weren't going to be able to get this thing high enough, but I think we are good. We are, so I'm going to I'll spin the camera around. If you watched one of my last videos, these things are a little over 80 pounds. And just get these up. And line them up. It's not easy. Alright. I'm gonna try and lift the thing up this way now. Let's see. There we go. Now I have one of these ginormous 33s on there. Grab a couple of lug nuts. So we are also going from that 17 mil down to, these are only 14 millimeter lug nuts, as opposed to 17 that would come with the factory ones. Alright, the holes on these MSAs are too tight for me to fit an impact socket in there. So I'm going to have to impact this on with my chrome socket set. I'm sure they'll love that. I don't want to set anything too tight on there, so I want to put it just on the middle setting so I'm not over tightening anything. Make sure we don't do too many ooga doogas on there. But so there, it's gonna be my 33. Jeez, this thing looks so much bigger already with these. Somehow that is gonna clear. These floorboards are gonna have to be tiny until we get those forward arch J arms on there. Turning radius is gonna suck, but if I hit any kind of bump at a turn, let me show you all this. Alright, this is at full lock. You can see it does clear everything. This floorboard, I mean, until the tire jumps up 6 inches or so, it should be good. But that kind of sticks out there a bit, and that's a little close. But nothing touching on the A-arms. Nothing in here touching. And then the full lock this way, nothing's even close. We got a good bit there. But yeah, these things are absolutely massive. I wonder how it's gonna do turning them over. It's, I mean, you can see it's, as of right now, factory engine, factory clutches. That is getting changed out soon. I'm not sure about the engine, but the clutches are for sure gonna have to be switched out. It's not even tuned right now. It was, but we had to pull that off. Be redoing that here shortly. So there is one tire on. Let's go ahead and jump into the others. Touch this camera again. Alright, so here is how she sits. Get the tripod out of here. Let me know in the comment section below if you like these style of videos better. I've been trying to put a lot more effort into editing and actually filming and actually using cameras instead of just iPhones, and using tripods and lighting, and sometimes using audio. About to really upgrade my audio game as well. But yeah, there she sits. Sitting, oh my god, it's so dark in here. I would fire her up and give her a rip, but it is currently about 10 at night, and I live in a neighborhood with a lot of families, and I don't feel like they'd appreciate that. There we go, now we have control of the light. So that's how she sits now, boys. This thing is looking ridiculous. Just with these tires, nothing else. It's looking big. No lift, nothing. She clears that bucket just fine. This is the situation with the current floorboard setup. These are just the bottoms of the actual floorboards. I have that floorboard sitting right there, right by where the dog is. That's the actual floorboard that came stock. This is the little plate that comes under it, and it's looking like it's gonna clear. Needs to be a little bit trimmed down, so I'm gonna have to get just a little bit shorter. You can see that straight down on top, and so I'm probably just gonna, for this ride, I don't think I'm gonna have floorboards, so I think I'm just gonna cut right there and then cut maybe just the front end off of it. Because, I mean, all that is just a support bracket. As you saw on the other side, I have absolutely nothing. That's because Ridge Runner, like I said, is fabbing me up some actual metal floorboards, so that's gonna be nice. Yeah, here's how she sits. She's finally on the ground. This has been a long time in the making, so I'm gonna have to cut it just to be able to move it up onto the bed of the truck, just to get this thing out of here, get this thing home. I don't have a lot of tools to actually cut, so we may be using just like little wood saw. I don't feel like the stock clutches are gonna hold up to it. And as you know by this point, we will be running nitrous. We're gonna need some clutches so we can run this. And then we're also running on one rear brake. It isn't doing well either. You can see just, and I got no pressure at all. It tries to build it, and it moves fluid, so I don't know. But struggling with those rear brakes, and honestly, even this right here is gonna be tight hitting a bump. We might have to zip tie this up forward somewhere. But yeah, here's how she sits. If you haven't already, be sure to go ahead and like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. I've finally hit 1,000 subscribers at this point. I did it today. In real life, it'll be like a month ago by the time this gets posted. But man, I'm so excited about these tires. I've been on Terminators most of my ATVing career, and then I had 29.5-inch Assassinators for a little bit. I liked them, but it just wasn't the right setup for me. I wanted to go bigger. Got a great deal on these 33 BKTs. Whew, yeah, so here we go. Y'all have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Baby, you're the one for me. Baby, you were meant for me. I'm madly in love with you.